Morning, yogis. Thank you so much for getting out of bed and joining me today. This is your 8 o'clock morning flow and it is Friday. Yeah, we've made it. So if you have any injuries or conditions that I need to be aware of, please do pop them in the chat. If you'd rather not share, that's also fine. Please just be very mindful of them. If you're in your first 12 weeks of pregnancy, we ask that you don't practice with us today and wait till after your first scan. What else do I need to tell you? Yes, there is a playlist I have made you if you would like. Alexis has very kindly shared it in the comments. It's also in the class description. So if you'd like to click on that, that'll take you to Spotify, a nice gentle playlist to start your Friday. And in terms of props, nothing specific you need, but if you know that you like to practice with a brick or a cushion, grab that. And if you like to pad up under the knees, make sure you've got a blanket or a towel, or you can double up your mat. Great, let us come to a child's pose to start, please. It's also worth saying, actually, I always forget to say this till we've actually gone to our mats. It's worth trying to face a different direction when we do our yoga, if you get what I mean. So like, we're spending a lot of time in one room, a lot of us. So I find I always face this way because that's where the telly is. So it's nice to just maybe turn yourself around so at least you feel a little bit like you're in a different space. Anywho, let's come to a child's pose. So up to you if you have your knees wide or if you'd rather take a closed leg, that's fine. Big toes touch either way. The front of the body is nice and long, so we take up as much space as we can as we hinge forward. Forehead rests on the mat, or if you're not ready for that, you can always take a brick and pop it underneath your forehead so that you've not got quite as much going on just for your first pose of the day. I say your first pose of the day, maybe it's not, I'm casting aspersions here. Close down the eyes and just take a moment to arrive on your mat. Connecting to your body, connecting to your breath. First of all, just noticing how you are breathing this morning. And then perhaps trying to lengthen it. Just breathing in deeply through the nose, seeing if you can really send the breath to the backs and bottoms of your lungs. So really feel the rib cage expand. And then breathing out through the mouth, nice big sigh into your mat. Nice deep breath in through the nose, biggest breath you've taken today. And nice big sigh out into your mat. Nice, lovely deep breath in through your nose. And this time, if you can, keep the mouth closed and breathe out. Nice deep breath in, and if you'd like to engage in Ujjayi breath, do that now. So close off the back of your throat, exhaling. Keep breathing like this, nice, deep, long breaths. So I'm not really worried about the count, but if you can make the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale, that would be lovely. And if you'd like to set any intention for your practice, or indeed your day, feel free to set that now. On your next inhale, just come up onto your fingertips. So you're sort of making little spiders with your hands. Pull the shoulder blades down the back, and then start to tiptoe your fingertips over to the left. You can change the orientation of your torso so it's along your left thigh. And you might even take your right hand on top of your left. So you're getting a nice stretch right the way through the side ribs. If you're not sure what I mean, I'm showing you the underneath version now. So just breathing into your right hand side, seeing if you can really move those ribs. Feel the intercostal muscles working. On your next inhale, start to tiptoe throw the hands back to center, and then exhale to take them over to the right. Left hand comes on top of right this time. And we breathe into those left side ribs, really trying to drop that left shoulder so that it's not poking up. You want your chest square towards the floor as much as you can get it. And then really try and move those left side ribs with your breath. Really notice the process of your breathing. One more breath here. Beautiful. Walk the hands back to center. And then we're just going to peel ourselves up to a kneeling position. Nice and slow. Head is heavy. It comes up last. Beautiful. Bring your knees together if they are apart and come to a high kneeling position. Take a few rolls through the shoulders. Let your chin drop towards your chest and take a few little half circles, semicircles with the head. And then when you're ready, gently blink open your eyes. Nice. We are going to take a little toe stretch here. So come high on the knees, tuck the toes under and sit the bum down onto the heels. Now make sure that your little pinky toes aren't trying to get out of it. So make sure they're pushing into the mat as well. Mine always curl up and under. And then send the weight down through your bum, through your heels to stretch out the undersides of your feet and your toes. If you want more, you can take the weight further back. If you want less, the weight comes further forward. Hands can come to the thighs, face is soft. If it would help to close your eyes again, please do. Otherwise, just pick something to focus on. Soft focus, so don't really stare at it. It's not going to help you here. I find this pose really difficult, so I'm going to do it with you. We're here for 30 seconds, just sitting in that intensity, stretching out the fascia, the microfascia on the undersides of our feet, really getting into the layers of tissue and muscle. So we're using duration here and our own body weight. Now you've only got 12 more seconds. You could do anything for 12 seconds. Keeping the breath nice and steady. Beautiful. Oh, 3 more seconds. Lovely. Bring yourself forward. Untuck your toes. Maybe give your feet a little drum on the floor. Nice. And then find yourself in a nice tabletop position. So hands directly underneath shoulders, knees directly underneath hips, tops of the feet pushing into the mat unless you've got anything going on in the lower spine, in which case you can tuck the toes again if you would like. From here, on an inhale, we're going to let our belly button drop towards the floor, chest pull through the upper arms, gaze goes towards the ceiling. And then exhale, pull navel towards spine, push the ground away, angry cat. Inhaling, tailbone lengthens, belly button drops, chest pulls through, happy cat. Exhale, push the ground away, round, angry cat. Moving between these two positions with your own breath. Again, really trying to find the luxuriousness of the movement. Feel every section of it. Make sure that your fingertips stay wide and you're pushing into them so you're not dumping into the heel of the hand. If you'd like to start to move the hips or maybe the shoulders or the neck, taking a wild cat, feel free. So take some responsibility for warming up your spine. Ask yourself what would feel good today. Beautiful. Listen to your intuition. Nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Coming back to center, checking in with your bandhas, so switching on your core muscles. So engage that pelvic floor or perineum like you really need a wee. And then let that engagement travel up the front of your body towards your abdominal lock, your Uddiyana Bandha. So pull navel towards spine and tuck it in and under the lower ribs, or feel like it's tucking in. So you're making the front body long and there's a slight tuck of your pubic bone. Nice. This is going to help with your stability, pretty much everything really. Lovely. From here, Let's find a neutral spine if you haven't already. So make sure you're doming up slightly in between the shoulders. Bandhas are engaged. We're going to inhale to sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to take right arm underneath left. Right ear comes towards your mat. Nice. So we're in a thread the needle pose, a Sukhi Rendasana. Option here to perhaps take this left hand and either extend the arm away, so it's going towards the top of your mat, or tuck it into right hip crease. Another option is to take the left leg out to the side and maybe catch the toe. So you do you. See what's available this morning. Nice. Try and keep the hips level. Beautiful. 2 more breaths here. Twisting from the navel, getting a nice stretch through the shoulder. Maybe through the pec as well if you've gone for the arm variation. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Unravel yourself. Bring your left hand back in line with your face. Push into the mat. Lift that right arm back up towards the sky. A little easy twist here. Exhale to place the hand down. Let's go the other side and do a spin round so I don't kick the wall. Inhale to take the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to take that left arm underneath right. Left ear comes towards the floor. Now, options. You can stay here working on squaring the hips and getting that weight through the left shoulder. You might extend the right arm away or take it into left hip crease. Also an option to take that right leg out to the side, possibly catching the big toe. 3 breaths here. Two more. One more. Nice. Unravel yourself. Send the leg back if you've lifted it. Bring the right hand so it's in line with the face. Push into the mat. Take that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to place it back down. Super nice. From here, tuck the toes, scoot the bum back towards the heels, then send the hips high. Find your downward facing dog. Possibly your first one of the day, so take any movements you might need. You might want to pad out through the feet, bending through one knee, then the other. You might want to lift up onto the toes and drop the heels a few times. You might want to drop the heels from side to side, stretching a bit more through the side body. Take any movements you might need in your down dog. If you need to bend up through the knees to get the bum nice and high, that is absolutely fine. Please bend up through the knees. Feet are either together or hip distance apart. So try not to have them super wide. If you always practice with them hip distance apart, see what it's like to pop them together today. Nice. Getting a nice stretch through the backs of the legs. And imagining that we've got little juggling balls underneath our armpits. So you rotate your shoulders sort of out and down. Beautiful. From here, we're going to inhale to ripple forward to a plank position. Don't worry, we will not be here long. On your exhale, start to bend through the knees, hover them off the mat, scoot the bum back into your downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale to ripple forward, find that plank. Exhale, start to bend the knees, bum scoops back, down dog. 2 more of these with your own breath. So you're inhaling to ripple forward, exhaling to hover the knees, scoot the bum back. So you're using your core here. 1 more. Inhale, ripple forward. Find that nice plank. Dome up in between the shoulders. Exhale, bend through the knees, scoot bum back. Down dog. Beautiful. From here, let's inhale to sweep the right leg up towards the sky. Exhale to stack the hip. So right hip goes on top of left, right knee points towards the sky, and right heel goes towards left butt cheek. So your knee should be pointing up towards the ceiling. Nice. On your next exhale, straighten the leg again, send it out behind you, flex through the foot. And then inhale to pull the knee in towards the chest, shoulders come over wrists. Exhale to place the foot down in between the hands. Turn down the back heel. Inhale to lift up into your warrior one position. Nice. So in your warrior one, change around so you can see me. Your back heel is planted on the floor. Your toes are sort of rotating towards the top left-hand corner of your mat, and your hips and chest are pointing directly forward. Arms reach towards the sky, and we just keep pulling that right hip back as we push that left hip forward. We're pushing into the big toe. We've got a nice deep bend in that front knee. On your next exhale, let's open it out wide to the left, find your warrior two. So stance will lengthen. Still got that nice deep bend in the front knee, but now your hips and chest are pointing out towards the side of the room. Gaze is over the middle finger of the front hand, and I'm really tucking that right hip in and under, so I don't want my bum to swing out to keep me here. Push down through the outside edge of the back foot, so the toes have shifted, so now the back foot is in line with the back edge of the mat. Beautiful. From here, let's flip the front palm, reach over the front leg, lift up and out the hips, reverse. Nice, so we come forward to come back. Back hand can rest lightly on back leg or tuck into front hip crease. We can look towards the top hand or towards the floor. Up to you. Beautiful. One more breath here. Making sure that knee, the front knee, is pulling towards the right pinky toe so it's not knocked in. Inhale back to center, straighten the front leg. Pigeon toe the feet unless you have sciatica, in which case point the toes out. We're going to inhale to offer the chest up towards the sky. Exhale to hinge forward. Hands come towards the floor underneath the shoulders. Inhale to find length. Exhale to hinge forward again. Hands walk in line with the feet. So we're trying to get the head towards the floor. I'll turn around so you can get my best side. So if you are here and this is enough of a stretch for you, stay here. That is absolutely fine. This is your pose. You're trying to rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet. That's going to help you hinge forward. If your head is touching the floor fairly easily, bring your feet closer together so it's more of a challenge. If you need to take a bend through the knees, that's fine. If your head is really far away from the floor, take the feet wider. 2 more breaths here, hinging forward. 1 more breath, pulling navel towards spine on the exhale, making a bit more space to hinge forward. Nice. From here, inhale to walk the hands forward so they're back underneath the shoulders. Then walk them towards the top of your mat. Bend into that front knee. Step the right foot back to meet left, so you're in applied position. Optional vinyasa here, so exhaling to drop your knees, chest and chin. Inhale to pull the chest through, low cobra, tops of the feet push into the mat. Exhale to tuck the toes, bum towards heels, downward facing dog. Again, take any movements you might need, pan out through the feet, switch through the hips. Not all about staying still, we've been still all night. Maybe, depending on what kind of sleeper you are. On your inhale, sweep that left foot up towards the sky. Exhale to stack left hip on top of right, left heel goes towards right butt cheek, so the knee is pointing towards the ceiling. So opening through the hip. Drop that left shoulder so it's in line with the right, keep pushing into the fingertips. On your next inhale, start to extend that leg long, flex through the foot, push through the heel. Exhale, pull that knee in towards chest, shoulder comes over wrist. Place the foot down in between the hands. Turn down the back heel, lifting up warrior one. So again, my back toes, they're sort of on a 45-degree angle. That's to help me square my hips. So I might even take my left foot out to the left slightly. I'm pulling left hip back, pushing right hip forward. Nice. Chest is also square forward. And I'm making sure my tailbone's tucked under, my lower ribs are knitted together. So I'm not here. Nice. Push into your feet. Nice deep bend through that knee. Make sure it's not overshooting the ankle. And on your next exhale, let's open out to the right. Find your warrior two. So stance lengthens. Back foot's in line with back edge of mat. Nice deep bend in that front knee. We're trying to get the thigh parallel with the floor. Note I say try. Beautiful. Tuck that left hip in and under. Make sure the torso is central. And front heel is lined up with middle arch of back foot. Roughly. Beautiful. Arms are being pulled into opposite directions, so just check in with your back arm, make sure it's not doing something wild behind you. And then on your next inhale, reach forward over the front leg. Flip the palm and then reverse your warrior. So we scooped forward to come back. That's so we don't lose the bend in the knee. Thigh is working here. Back hand can either rest on back leg or tuck into front hip crease. Make sure the neck hasn't collapsed. So the neck is an extension of your spine. So you don't want to be here. Make it nice and long. One more breath. Inhale back up to center. Straighten that front leg. Pigeon toe the feet unless you pointed them out last time. Take the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers all the way up to the webbing. Thumbs included in the grip. So it's like that. Inhale to pull the hands down your back, off of the chest towards the sky. Exhale to hinge forward. Head goes towards the floor, hands go towards the floor behind the head. So again, same action, weight is coming forward into the balls of the feet, head's going towards the floor, and the arms are pulling away from you to touch the floor behind your head. If I could demonstrate it, I would. If you want a little bit more through the shoulders, bring your palms together. If you want less, let them separate. One more breath here, rocking the weight forward. And then from here, exhale to release your hands. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, find that length again. And then exhale to start to walk the hands towards the top of the mat to frame that front foot. Bend into the front knee, back leg is already long. Left foot steps back to meet right, optional vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Exhaling, drop knees, chest, chin. Inhale to pull yourself through, low cobra. Exhale to tuck toes. Bum towards heels, down dog. Nice, we're gonna have to pick up the pace here. So, inhale to pull that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale to place the foot down, stay high on the ball of the back foot, lifting up into a crescent lunge. So note, my heel is over my toes, it's not snuck down. From here, hands come into prayer at heart center. We're going to transition to a tree pose. So the weight pours into my front foot, I lift the back foot, and then that left foot either comes to rest on the inside of my shin / calf or the inside of my thigh, not on the knee. So we're not pushing the foot into the knee because knees don't go sideways. The left knee opens out to the side, hands are in prayer at heart center, crown of the head's pulling up towards the sky. And I stay here, pushing into my big toe, making that right standing leg nice and strong. If I want to take this any further, I might choose to raise the arms towards the sky. I might choose to look towards the sky. I might choose to close down my eyes. All up for grabs. If you're falling in and out, that's fine. Just checking in and out with the ground if you need to. Beautiful. And then wherever you are, coming back to center with your prayer and with your eyes. And then from here, just bring that left knee forward. Exhale to kick it back behind, bend through the standing knee and lightly place that foot down. Beautiful. Inhale to take the arms high. Exhale to release. Step it back. Optional vinyasa. So knees, chest, chin. Or chaturanga. If you feel warm enough, inhaling through to your low cobra or your up dog. Exhaling back to your down dog. Let's take that on the other side. So we're going to inhale to pull that left knee in towards the chest. Exhale to place the left foot down. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Lifting up. Crescent lunge. High crescent. So square the hips and knit the lower ribs together. Framing the ears with the arms. Then we bring the hands to prayer at heart center. Weight pours forward. I lift and then place the foot. So I might need to use my hand to place the foot. That is fine, as long as it's not pushing into the knee. So be here, you can even be here. If you're feeling wobbly this morning, you want to rest your toes on the floor, absolutely fine. We're still getting an opening through the hips, we're still pulling the crown of the head up towards the sky, the core's working, we're working on the ankles, it's all happening. Our concentration, oh, I nearly stacked it there. Beautiful, super nice. If you want to take another variation, arms can come up, gaze can go up, or you can close down the eyes. Foot is pushing into leg and leg is pushing into foot. Really make sure that that right knee is opening out towards the side. Beautiful. One more breath here. Really pushing down through that big toe. And then bringing everything back to center. Nice. Bring that right knee forward. And then exhale to kick it behind, torso comes down, we bend through the standing knee, lightly place that foot back down. Inhale to take the arms high, exhale to hinge forward, frame that front foot. Step it back, optional vinyasa, or go straight to your down dog. So exhaling to lower, inhaling to lift, exhaling back to your down dog. Nice, from here, let us just walk the feet towards the hands. Sit the bum down. Beautiful, reach the arms out. And then make sure you've got space behind you on your mat to lie down on your back. Beautiful. Get your heels close towards your bum. Feet are hip distance apart. If you don't feel ready for a back bend, make sure you've got a pillow or a blanket to pop under your hips. Otherwise, on an inhale, we're going to push into the mat, lift lower, middle and upper spine towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Make sure the knees don't splay out. So imagine you've got something in between your thighs that you don't want to drop. And then options here, if you've got a prop, you can pop it underneath your hips. Or you can interlace your fingers and work your shoulders underneath your chest. Or take your arms over your head. So yogi's choice. We're just going to take 5 nice deep breaths here. Closing down the eyes if that's comfortable for you. If you'd rather keep them open, that's fine. Make sure the neck is long here and you are engaging through the glutes to help you lift your hips. So 3 more breaths here in this nice gentle back bend. Two more. Make sure those hips don't drop. Make sure the knees don't splay out. On your last exhale, making a nice big sigh as you lower your hips towards the floor. Nice. Bring your hands back by your sides if they were lifted or indeed underneath you. We're just going to let the knees drop from side to side. Windscreen wipering the knees. And then when they drop over to the right, just let them stay there. You might take the right hand to the outside edge of left thigh. You might extend the left arm away from you and look over left shoulder. If you feel like you've got a curve through your spine, just bump the hips a little bit further to the left. Inhale everything back to center. Bump the hips to the right and let the knees drop over to the left. Right arm goes long and we look over right shoulder. If that's too much, you can always just let your nose point towards the sky. Left hand is on the outside edge of right thigh, just encouraging the knees towards the floor. If this feels like too much of a twist, you can always rest your knees on your brick or your blanket or your pillow, whatever you've got really. Nice. Inhale back to center. We're going to finish in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So we're going to bring the feet to push into each other and the knees flop out. If your knees are really high and you'd like to rest them on something, again, pillows would be fine. Hands come to your tummy. So you can have one hand on your tummy, one hand on your heart center, or both hands on your tummy. Close down the eyes. And just let the body absorb the work as we take this gentle gravity related hip opener. If you'd like to feel more through the hips, you can work your heels closer towards your groin. And while we are here, you can soften the bandhas, let go of the Ujjayi breath, and just see what you can soften and release here. So it can help to scan through the body. I like to start with the toes. and work my way up my legs, seeing what I can soften, seeing what I can let go, what isn't serving me in this moment. Making sure my glutes are relaxed. My hips are floppy, like they've got spaghetti in the joints. Tummy is soft. Chest is easy, shoulders are melting into the floor. Triceps and biceps sliding off the bone. Fingers resting on my body. Slight tuck of chin to chest to lengthen through the back of the neck. Face is soft. Eyes are gently closed. If you set yourself an intention for your day or for your class, feel free to revisit that now. If you're happy here and you can spare the time, feel free to stay here in your Supta Baddha Konasana. If you'd like to finish the class with me, start to gently wriggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale to send the legs and arms long, make yourself as long as possible. Point through the toes, reach through the fingertips. Exhale to release and sigh everything out. Gently roll over onto any side, whatever side is calling you. Peel yourself up to a seated position. Whatever seat you would like. Hands come into prayer at heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Make sure you thank yourselves for making the time for yoga, choosing to spend this time on your body, mind and soul. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. Take care, yogis. Namaste. Thank you all very, very much for joining me. Any questions, comments, observations, please do pop them in the chat. You can find me on Instagram at @EmmaMacYoga if you would like. I think that's all I need to tell you. Hopefully I will see you on here or in real life soon. And I'm here for a few more minutes if there is anything you would like to say. I shall slide my iPad towards me. Oh, you are so welcome, Julia. Thank you. You have a lovely weekend too. Oh, Holly. So kind. I'm glad you enjoyed. Absorbing. Why, thank you, Katie. Thanks so much for coming, Anna. Lauren, you are so welcome. seem to have timed this class quite well because normally the bin men come by now and it is so noisy. So I am very pleased about that. You are so welcome, Sarah G. And more yoga. Hi Stephen, thanks for coming. I'm glad that you timed the bin men well as well. Right folks, I am going to get out of your living rooms or wherever I am and let you get on with your days. Have a lovely Friday. See you soon.